Alright, so we've been getting some pretty cool draws, pretty cool Naruto draws lately, so I thought we could slow things down and draw some suck-ass shit cards from this Final Fantasy card pack. Alright, Rebellion's Call. You don't like me, I certainly don't like you, but by God, you're gonna give me some cards from Final Fantasy 4 or 6, you understand me? Alright, or I will call Square Enix on the phone to complain. I will call them, I will complain, I will barge in, I will burn their house down, whatever it takes to get some of these cards from 4, some of these cards from 6. Come on. I have looked at the list of cards that are available in this pack. There are a lot, which is why we've been having such shit draws. But there are Final Fantasy 4 and 6 characters. There are plenty of them, and some of them are rare and cool, and some of them have original art. So I hope that I get perhaps even one. Let's start it off with Alice the Ensorcelled. God damn it. Dual Horn Summoner. I heard that summoners always have horns. And I heard that it was it's like a summoner was conceived of as having like a horn to blow in, but in Final Fantasy, I guess they were like, let's just give them a horn on their head. And since that day, probably in Final Fantasy 3, I think that's where summoners come from first, they have had horns, little horns on their head, which I guess comes from this idea of the summoner's horn. That's what I heard, anyway. Fucking Alice the Ensorcelled, okay. Character from FFTA 2. Oh, Square Enix, I'm getting my phone ready. If it isn't Cisne, member of the Turks. I think I may have actually seen this woman before in my life. I think I've seen her. I don't remember her using a big, huge shuriken. I mostly remember these guys using guns to shoot. That was kind of the whole thing in Final Fantasy VII, that these agents used real guns for the first time, unlike in any other game. Alright, Cisne, get the hell out of here. Another Bahamut with the big mechanical wings. We have drawn this card before. His blood type is O. Oh, baby. This is exactly the come down that I needed after drawing such cool Itachi, and other cool cards from Naruto. I needed Square Enix to just beat me down, put me back in my place, to give me another Matt, because we needed another Matt draw. Here he is, the best character from Pictologica 11, it looks like. X1, 1 after 10, 11. What can I say about Matt that hasn't already been said? He's got a cap, he's got a little white hair, he's kind of an older guy. He's still keeping up appearances, he's still putting in the hours, he's putting in the time, he's exercising, he's eating right. Matt, he looks like a guy who would work on an airship, maybe. I don't know if that's true. Maybe I'm just longing for drawing Sid from Final Fantasy 4 or 6. I wouldn't mind if he was from either. Aricia Al-Rashia. Oh, her blood type is O as well. Would you look at that? We're drawing a couple people whose blood type is O today. I guess this symbol is kind of cool. She's got a purple scarf. I mean, I don't hate the character design. The character design is pretty cool. But there's gonna be a lot of strangers at this Final Fantasy card get together, that's for sure. A lot of people that I don't know, gonna have to be introduced to them. Oh, here's Calautidon. He's an armadillion. Well, my word. Isn't he just an armadillion? That's the truth. That's the dang old truth. You can tell just by looking at his eyes. He's a goddamn armadillo. Cowlotty tiddly diddly don. Get on out of here, boy. Oh, well, we do have a Sid. However, this spiky-chinned, long-nosed man with horse ears is perhaps not the particular Sid I was thinking of. He's from Futatu. He's a Clan Gully member. Aren't we all relatable? He's a purple crystal man, and he's a backup. Oh, I'm gonna need a backup plan after this terrible card draw. It's a Mystic Knight. Well, at least there's one familiar face kind of in there. This is the classic art style from the Final Fantasy 1 through 5 box art covers from Japan. I think this Mystic Knight is probably from 5. Because you can change classes in 5, and Mystic Knight is not in 3, the other game where you can change classes. Yep, there's a little Mystic Knight. I mean, that's cool. We got the little gloves, got the little outfit, got the little turban. It's cool. This is a classic look. It's a classic look. Oh, a Dragoon. We're getting a little closer to the classic stuff here. Maybe we might just draw some 4 or 6 after all. This guy, I think, is from 5. He's an old man. Spoiler, he dies. I think his name is Galoof. And the classic Dragoon armor is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You wear a dragon. Wear a dragon on your head. Makes you jump high. That's kind of neat. The cape is like split at the back. It's not even really a cape. It's like 2... They're not wings, but they are like big, almost beetle-like armor pieces at the back there that kind of flap in the wind. This is kind of like whatever Perfect Cell has on his back. They're like kind of wings, but they don't flap. Oh my gosh. Did we just draw a fucking character from 4? Holy shit! Alright! I did it! That is right, I did it! Who do you think you are? I am! He's from Pictologica 4. There he is. Edward. What's his full name? Edward von Chris Instein or something? Edward von Chris. He's the Prince of Damkian. It really is a character from 4, and I'm not even making this up. I'm not even making this up, YouTube. I'm not even joking with you at this point. He really is from 4. He is the character responsible, sort of, for the famous line in 4, where an old man named Tella beats this man, Edward, over the head with a stick over and over again, and he calls him a spoony bard because Tella's daughter ran away with him. She was in love with this guy, Edward, and the old man, Tella, was not happy about that, and he just beats this guy over the head in a little battle, in a cinematic battle, and he calls him a spoony bard, and everybody loved it, and it's been a famous line ever since. So, goddamn, there we go. Whatever else we get in this pull, we know that we've got Edward. I think he's probably the most hated character from 4, since he's a bard and he's very weak. And if his HP gets low, he'll just leave the battle, like he'll hide. He won't even stay and fight to the bitter end. He's a good character, though. He has a good heart. His fiancée dies as soon as you meet him, so he kind of has a tough time. But I'm glad we finally got a fucking character from 4. Thank goodness. I do not have to call Square Enix. And of course, here we have a holofoil of Zazat. Everybody loves Mobius 5, whatever the fuck that is. He's a Dawn Warrior. You know, he's half waterfall, half man. Big horns, you know, eyes closed. I think he's asleep maybe in this picture. This is maybe how he goes to bed. Zazat, there you go. And of course we have RCLELEL, also from Mobius 11. A red mage. Wow, classic red mage look. You know, you really get all the red in this design. Yeah, a lot of red, a lot of mage. We were talking about the Summoner's Horn before. I think this character maybe is lacking the archetypal red mage design elements, like the Robin Hood hat with the feather in it, or, I don't know, red, perhaps. But, there she is. RCLELEA. Alright. Get this shit out of here. The only thing that matters is that we got Edward. This guy is getting sleeved. He is the best card I have drawn out of these Final Fantasy packs by a long shot. So we're gonna put him in a nice sleeve. He's gonna go right at the front of the pack. What a hero. What a heroic draw. We made it. It's the end. Fuck every other card. And have yourself a spoony day.